Hey guys, Derek and Sally Tungmola here, and we are the owners of Auto Rehab. We've owned our own shop for 7 years, and Derek has been in the automotive industry for 15 plus years. So with all of our knowledge, we decided to go ahead and bring these videos to you every single Wednesday. And we usually talk about the automotive repair side, but today we're talking about the performance side of our industry. So we got a 93 Toyota Supra recently, woo woo, and we are rehabilitating this baby. So what we did this week was we went ahead and opened up the engine. We thought it was a stock engine. It is not. So that is a surprise that we have for you in this video. We're also going to teach you what not to do when you get your engine back from the machine shop. This is a really important tip hidden in this video. We're also going to show you how to gauge if your piston rings have been gapped correctly and what to do if they weren't. So it's a lot of good information. We're excited to bring this video to you guys. Derek, take it away.
Welcome back, guys. So today we're working on the Supra's engine. The 2JZ engine that we got is a turbo engine, and it had been built by somebody. We don't know anything about it, so we decided to tear it apart just because I want to know what's in it before we push it hard. So today we were under the assumption that this was a stock motor. In getting into it, when we opened it up, as you can see that these pistons are not factory. We pulled one out to take a look, and this is in fact a JE piston, stamped by Titan Motorsports. It is an 86.5 millimeter bore, meaning they just bored it 50 thousandths larger. But this is a forged piston. These are capable of some pretty high horsepower, high temperatures, very good pistons. These are hung on a factory rod, and they do have ARP hardware in regards to the rod bolts. So we have some good stuff here that we found. We did know that it had ARP head studs. These are studs that are designed to help clamp the cylinder head to the engine, just to withstand the higher boost pressures. Now when we got the head off, there's a few good things about pulling this apart. So the head looks like it had come back from a machine shop at some time before somebody let it sit. But the biggest problem that we found, and we're glad that we opened it, is when we roll this head over, the sealing surface of this cylinder head has gouges between these two cylinders, and here on the edge, and another one right here. What this means is somebody got this head machined, and they probably place this sealing surface on the garage floor, on something that it wasn't supposed to be. This is aluminum, and it's very important that once it comes back from the machine shop, you do not place this surface on anything hard, whether you have a towel or cardboard, or lay it on its side until it gets mated to the engine. If not, these little scratches right here and here, had we run this engine, would have been similar to a blown head gasket. We would have compression passing between cylinders, and if you can see here, potentially into a coolant jacket, meaning we would have compression getting into the cooling system, so the car would have overheated. So we're glad we took it off. We're going to send it to the machine shop, see if they can machine it true again, and we'll be very careful when we get it back, and then put it on the motor. Now, part of why we opened this motor was we wanted to see if it had piston rings, if they were gapped correctly. Piston ring gap, the amount of space between these two when it's in a cylinder, is a very important thing. When heat is introduced, when the engine's running, this gap is designed to accommodate the swelling of the metal. If it touches and the heat continues to swell it, it'll actually trash the cylinder wall. So in getting these forged pistons that we found, we wanted to check the ring gap to see if somebody filed these rings to the correct gap, so that we can do what we need to do with this motor and have it be reliable. So in checking it in the cylinder, we found that these have not been gapped. In fact, they just bought them, put them on, and put them in the motor. Now this would have run and been okay had we stayed at a factory boost level. However, with the anticipation of going higher with horsepower, we're definitely going to have to file these rings. So typically the way to check, we place the ring in the cylinder and we use the piston to evenly push it down into the cylinder. Once it's in, we take feeler gauges and try to place them in the gap that's open right there. As you can see, this is about 11 thousandths, and for the kind of boost that we want to run, according to JE's website, we need to be around 15 thousandths to 17 thousandths, and that's because we're going to run significantly higher boost. These ring gaps that are on these pistons would not accommodate the horsepower level we're trying to get to. So we will be filing these rings to make sure it's correct. Second thing we found on these rings, and it'll be hard to see on camera, there's a top side and a bottom side. Your rings, the top ring manages the high heat and the pressure from boost and the combustion that happens. The second ring below is designed to clean the cylinder wall of oil, and it has a small chamfer. Very hard to see, but there's a small chamfer right there. When I took these rings off of these pistons, this one was placed upwards, meaning it was the wrong direction, and this one was placed correctly. That would not have properly pulled oil down the cylinder wall. It's supposed to be this direction. So we're going to open this whole motor up now that we have found that it wasn't necessarily put together correctly. We're going to go through this engine and make sure it's correct.
Hey, if you liked that video as much as I did, go ahead and push a like on this video, and do us a big favor, please share it with all of your friends. We would love to get all this information out to as many people as possible. Also, you can comment below and let us know how we did. Let us know what you thought about the content. Do you agree? Do you disagree? We love honest opinions. Lastly, subscribe to our channel so you get every new video that we drop every Wednesday. And thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.